What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Thanksgiving came, it went, we got fed. Now we are officially in the last 31 days of the year. So today's December 1st. And I wanted to kind of do something different this next 30 days that we have for this year, and focus on new photographers. I wanted to focus on people that are going to be starting their business in January. If you've been watching my videos, we talk about so many different things, but I think one of the biggest things that we don't talk about, or that's not out there that much, is how to launch your business, how to be effective when you start in January. In January, you're going to see a truckload of new photographers. That's when they start adding into this ever-growing community of photographers. Some people call it saturation or whatever the case is. But I don't see a lot of videos that invite people coming in. The photography market is a market that's, they try to keep it closed. And some people think that new people coming in are threats, because they start attacking their dollar amounts. They're like, hey, your package is like 4,000, 5,000, and this new photographer is like, hey, I'll do it for free. So I can understand how people can be standoffish. I can also understand people that don't want to take these people underneath their wings. Sorry, there's a car going off. As always, there's videos. I try not to edit that much. Just keep it as true as it is. I thought I had the heater turned on. I guess I didn't plug it all the way, so I'm in a jacket today. It's cold. It's like, I think 40 something degrees, and it's gonna get colder. So this is a reminder to me to turn on that heater before I even come out here. But back to what we're talking. When I started my business, I found a lot of videos about how to be a photographer, how to learn your equipment, how to take photos, how to enhance your lighting, how to work Photoshop, Lightroom, and all this stuff. But I didn't find anything for photographers that want to start their business, So this is going to be a series over the next, last 30 days of the year on how to create your business, or how to prepare for a launch in January. And that stuff's not talking there's a lot of videos, like I said, that don't talk about that. You don't find anybody saying, hey, let me walk you through on how to do it. There's some out there, but the person that was feeding it to me, I just didn't click with. So I'm hoping that my new photographers are starting out, or people that are watching these videos, I hope I click with you as best as I can. If I don't, then yeah, you're gonna have to keep searching. So for those that are starting their business in 2025, one of the biggest things that you're gonna wanna do is establish your foundation. Establish your logo, what kind of photography you're gonna do, and the people you wanna market to. How are you gonna stand out against these people that are out there? How are you gonna be different? That's gonna be hard. It's gonna be real hard. One of the best examples that I can think of is Van Gogh. I was reading about Van Gogh the other day. Van Gogh is one of the most well-known artists that's ever lived. As I was reading about Van Gogh, I found out that he died thinking he was a failure. He didn't think he was the great artist that he was. So he painted some of the most expensive artwork now. You can't even own a Van Gogh unless you're some kind of baller or whatever the case, or you sell your life for a Van Gogh, or if you just stumble across, like these little hidden treasures or whatever the case is. But back on Van Gogh, he thought he was a failure, even though he had all this talent. He would peddle his stuff on the streets, to pay for a meal, or pay for clothing, or pay for a place to stay. I believed he was in France. I don't think I would. Imagine you're walking down the street of France and you've seen all this artwork and you're an artist and you're like, oh my God, How am I going to compete with that? Did you see that marble thing that they built? Oh my God. I would not have been an artist. I don't think that would have suited my need. Although we are artists in photography, so we build, artworks in our photography. But he died thinking that he was a failure until someone that really loved his stuff and believed in what he had or believed in his talents took some of his artwork and sent it to publishers, and it got published. And then all of a sudden, everybody and their mama wants a Van Gogh. And now it's his sister-in-law. So I was thinking about that. I try to put everything that I read and listen to into perspective, into my life. And I immediately thought, well, what if he had marketed himself? What if he had taken that time and put his artwork in the eyes of the people that need to see it? What if he built a brand while he was painting that made his stuff go worth millions? And that's how it is now. I know a lot of photographers are on Instagram. I know I talk about Instagram a lot, but it's true. Those streets of France or wherever the case, I don't know. Don't bash me on my history. I'm not the one that's going to quote everything to a perfect T. But imagine Instagram being France. You're brand new. You're walking out on the market. You're like, hey, I'm a photographer. Look, here's my camera. Look, I'm going to take a picture of you. And everybody's going to love it. And you post it out there. And then you find out you got 4 likes, 3 likes, no likes. Your Instagram's not growing. You're at 20 people. The people that you thought would support you, family members, friends, and all these, they ghosted you. They're like, he's got a business. That's where people, I think, lack. I think any kind of business, not just photography, but if you're not gonna push your stuff and put it in the eyes of the right people, your stuff. I mean, you're not gonna grow. And what a lot of people do too is they give up, and that's where the seasoned photographers come in, because then they just start jumping on all these deals. People selling, hey, I got a brand new Sony A7 IV. I use it 2 months. I gave up on photography. And then you end up selling it for less than $1,000. That's the purpose of my videos. That's why I want to come out here and do this. I want to help those people like I wish I would have gotten help. If someone would have told me, hey, when you start, run full throttle, but focus on your marketing. Focus on your niche. Focus on where you need to get your product shown to. It would have made everything a whole lot easier. We've been doing photography and video for we're going to go on 8 years. And the stuff I learned now, I wish I would have known when I first started. It would have saved me a whole lot of trouble, a whole lot of time. When we start a photography business, we look for people that inspire us. We go on Instagram and we follow the best photographers out there. You got Bronos, you got, Fronos, you got Peter McKinnon, you got Justin Porter, you got all these big guys. And that's okay. But what happens is when you start following a lot of these big names or other names that are in your own market, you start developing this little imposter syndrome, and it plays on you. You're like, oh my God, they're booking, they're doing this, I'm not doing anything. And then you just go into this dark hole of negativity. So I want to keep you out of that. Let's put the pothole on that and get you established for 2025 so you can launch and be that big brand that hits the market, cause waves. First thing is you got to love what you do. So you have to find the niche that matches you. If you don't like event photography and you get into that, you're going to burn out. If you love taking pictures of the dogs, there's a big market for dogs. If you're a family portrait photographer, boom. If you're one of those airy light people that don't like to use lights and stuff, you want to use the natural stuff, then do that. Don't start your business trying to do everything. Find your niche. Find what works for you. Find what you love. Photography is 20% photography and 80% business. Think about that. 20% 80%. I wish I would have known that, because then I would have put a lot more effort into what I need to fix. Over this next, 30 days of the year, on this channel, we're going to focus on, like I said, preparing you for 2025, so you can just hit the floor running and then just enjoy everything that's coming through. But it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of research. It's going to take a lot of building your foundation. And that's what I'm hoping to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on SEO. We're going to focus on your marketing. We're going to focus on your brand, your logo. We're going to focus on everything that you need for that day. So you can be, hey, I did it. I'm wonderful. This is for new photographers, for the old guard. I mean, if you like this and you put some tips or some suggestions into your business, great. But this is for the new people. I realize that not everything I'm going to say on here, people are going to agree with, and that's okay. Maybe some people don't like my style, they don't like me, they don't like my photography or whatever the case is. That's okay. If I could reach that one person and help that one person, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my own growth. I'm looking for my channel to build. All this stuff is, like I said, it goes on YouTube, Instagram, and everything else is just caking or icing on the cake, while YouTube is where I'm focusing at. Every year, it's about growth. Once you work on something and you nailed that, build another goal. And keep growing, keep growing, keep growing, keep growing. Like I said, Instagram, imagine it. You're Van Gogh hitting the streets and you're seeing all these photographers. You need to focus on how you're going to stand out. Your market is not your colleagues. Your market, yeah, it's great to show your stuff to these awesome photographers out there, but that's not who you're looking for. You're looking for clients. You're looking for people to know who you are, and what you do. If they don't know that, then, I mean, you're just another photographer. I build brands. That's what I build. I built a brand. It's like this. You automatically know that's DC. Here, you already know that's America's team. For my football fans. Colonel Sanders. I know by me saying Colonel Sanders, the image just popped up. That's effective marketing. That's what you want. You want people to think, hey, KFC, boom, the white suit just came out. His marketing, I mean, he had some of the best chicken in the world. And he would sell it door to door. One Sunday, he came out in a white suit outside of church. And he happened to have some of his chicken in his car. And he sold it at that church. From what I read, don't quote me on that, but that's what I read. He sold it, and that became his logo. So not only did he have the best chicken in all the country, he had his logo, his print, his footstep, his I'm here, this is who I am. And now everywhere you go, if you drive down the road and you want to go to KFC, you're looking for that white logo. You're looking for that white suit. That's who you're looking for. You're not looking for a drumstick. You're not looking for photography. You're looking for that logo. You're looking for that brand. You're looking for that name. And like I said, if this channel's for you, perfect. I'm gonna keep coming on here and talking. I'm gonna keep coming on here being better. I'm gonna keep coming on here and just hopefully reaching the right person that needs to hear what I have to say. So you don't have to be perfect to start. You just gotta start. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to people that have been in the industry for 20, 25 years. For the ones that have been on here or doing photography for 20 years, I do have a challenge for you. Post your pretty photo. See what your clients, see how much interactions you have. Some of you guys might have like 100 to 100,000 views on a photo. And then go and share the BTS. Go and share how you took that photo, how you got that. Share the story on that. Put them side by side. Do the reel and do the photo. And then come back and comment on here. Now let it marinate. Let that stuff sit out there and let the people interact with it. But come back on this channel and comment which one got the most interaction. I guarantee you it's the behind the scenes. Because people want to know you. They want to know who you are. They want to know that story behind the photo. They don't want to just see that pretty photo. And I know that's going to hurt some egos out there. But that's the truth. The audience has changed. So you got to adapt. You got to adapt with the audience. You can't just keep doing what you think is going to work. It may work for some people, but some people it's not going to work. And here we're going to try everything. We're going to throw everything we got at it and the kitchen sink. And for those that are on this journey with me, thank you. For the ones that are on my channel, thank you. For the ones that drop comments on there, thank you. For the ones that just support me or just watch this, even if it's a few minutes, thank you very much. If you want to grow for the next, last 30 days of the year, hit subscribe on my YouTube. We're going to post this stuff daily. So I do have some homework for the new photographers, for the ones that are getting ready to start. Hold that off. Hold that off till the first day of January or even a few days after that before you go and launch, because there's going to be a lot of signs out there. Boom, 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 I'm a photographer. Hold that off. Research your market. See who's out there. See what people are doing. See what, really deep dive into some of these videos, into these photos. Deep dive into their audience, how they're being effective. Some of the most effective photographers out there are the ones that are stepping in front of the cameras now. They're still doing photography, but they're stepping on the side and sharing their knowledge. They're sharing how they took stuff. And they're not just doing a pretty photo, they're sharing the story on that. So anyways, that's all I got for today. I know it's a long one, but I had to set the foundation of what these videos are going to be. Hopefully we got a lot of Colonel Sanders fans on here. Hopefully we got people, fans of this channel, Hopefully you're going to be joining me tomorrow and watch this video. And like I said, come on there, drop a comment, let me know what you think. If you don't agree with me, drop a comment too. Doesn't mean I'm going to, be happy about it, but I'll accept it. I'll let it sit there for a while. For the naysayers and stuff like that, this ain't your channel. This channel is for people that want to grow. This channel is for people that want to really make 2025 a banger. And for the ones that want to grow. For my old guard, if you want to join me with this stuff, share some tips of your own, let me know. We're still building our podcast studio, so I still have a lineup of the people that I'm going to bring on here. But the people that I've chosen to come on this podcast are all positive people. Are all people that are not going to be knocking other people down, taking what they got, taking off of someone else's plate to feed their own appetite. This channel is about growth. This channel is going to be about just community. Yeah, I may rant and rave about certain things, but at the end, I wish everybody luck. So anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay warm. Remind me not to forget about the heater, and deuces.